Welcome back to the 2014 Bridgewater's Finest Movie Awards, presented in conjunction with the Resident Movie Lover blog at residentmovielover.blogspot.ca, mediadetour.com, as well as Library Chess Productions. Now, we are back to present a couple of genre film awards, as we mentioned before. These are 5 awards in this video, and it's going to be for Best Action Movie, Best Drama Movie, Best Fantasy or Sci-Fi, Best Comedy Movie, and Best what's called Cheaters. Now, if you have watched the awards last year or any of the previous years, you kind of know what the concept of a cheater film is. For those who are uninitiated among us or can't glean what that means, the cheater film is the film that kind of straddles 2 years. So, like, technically it may have had, like, a limited release in 2013, but didn't get a full release until 2014. Like, for example, this year we could have used American Sniper, because it had a limited release in 2014, but didn't get its full theatrical until very early 2015. So technically, we could have included American Sniper this year or next year. Now, we both saw it, so for these purposes, we would include it. Anything that it might show up in is this year. So with that in mind, I think that's where we're going to start. We'll start with the best, our each individual best cheater film of 2014. Why is this its own award? Because it's our award show. So we're going to start with the best cheater film of 2014. And for me, my favorite and the best, for me, cheater film of 2014 is Her, directed by Spike Jonze, starring the incomparable Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson as the voice of Samantha. This is, of course, a look at love and relationships amidst the modern technology, very near future, in a realistic, semi-realistic near future. Again, this is a movie that had a limited release in 2013, didn't get its full theatrical until early January, but was a movie that as soon as I watched it, I thought was absolutely phenomenal. So for me, the best cheater film of 2014 was Her.
I had zero interest in Her. I had no interest. And that's all I got. I'm sure it was great. You say it's amazing. One of our mutual friends has said that it was amazing, and mine was Jodorowsky's Dune.
I so wanted to see this before the end of the year. I didn't get a chance to
because I love, and I'm pronouncing his name right. I think
I pronounced it. I pronounced it Jodorowsky, but I meant to look
this. I meant to look some of this up before we did this, so it didn't seem stupid. But I think it's especially funny when you realize that he's actually one of my favorite directors of all time. Like El Topo is like one of my favorite movies. Holy Mountains was great.
Yeah,
he's made a lot of really great movies, and so I was just fascinated to see a documentary about his concept for Dune, which would have been so fucked up and awesome, and completely different than what people would have maybe even wanted from Dune.
Right, fair enough.
So just anything, it's just a documentary about like one of my favorite filmmakers and one of his movies.
What do you think the potential is that movie ever gets made?
Slim.
Jodorowsky
can't get any movies made. Like he has such a hard time with funding, and he's getting older, and I can't remember what he's even doing now. Like he might be doing like Son of El Topo. I can't remember what he's doing now. But he's one of these directors. He just has a hard time getting movies made.
Which is weird because after a movie like this, you'd think the people with money would want to jump on it and just say like, no, if nothing else, we want you to make this film before you die. I guess.
Yeah, I'm good now. I got to remember to look up what he's even doing after we do these videos. But I don't think Dune's getting made.
That's truly unfortunate because I think that would have been a great movie. We're going to move on to the best action film of 2014. I'm going to let you start this one off.
Best action film? Let's get it with the old paper.
Exactly.
Best action, okay. My best action was, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, fair enough.
Because, yeah, even though it's kind of like a blend of comedy and action, I threw it in action.
You know what? We might as well skip to this. My best action film of the year is Guardians of the Galaxy. So we might as well talk about it together.
Yeah, like, what can you say? It's like a great superhero movie with great actors, great music, great visuals, great Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Drax on top of the spaceship with the turret. It's basically just like Rocket's like, meet my friend. He's like, he's gonna fuck you up.
I like when Rocket gets his gun near the beginning.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was just it would be unfair to ask for more from a superhero movie.
Absolutely.
Like that type of superhero movie. Because obviously you get like your darker Batman, like Nolan Batman.
Right.
Which are almost a completely different genre when you think about it.
It is. Like it's these subgenres within comic book movies.
It's like but if you want like the, because Marvel does a lot of this, so I'm going to say it's a Marvel superhero movie. Not that they haven't done different, but they're known for like the more quote unquote lighthearted, I guess, comical but still badass flicks. It's unfair to ask for anything more.
Nice. I'm glad we have one that's the second one that we've agreed on, because we both had men, women, and children.
And that's weird.
that was kind of interesting that happened. So for both of us, the best action movie of 2014 was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Word.
So now we're going to move on to our favorite fantasy or sci-fi movie of 2014, as Tyler furiously mixes his papers as I keep screwing you up from one page into another. So our best fantasy and sci-fi movie of the year. I'll start this one off. My favorite fantasy/sci-fi movie this year, and I talked about it a little bit earlier in a video, was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I classify it as a sci-fi movie, even though it's like real-world sci-fi, but still sci-fi. And to me, it was just like the whole concept of that, of apes becoming not only sentient, but intelligent, and basically forming their own society as a counterpart to humanity, trying to live in kind of like uneasy acquaintance with humanity, and it's just such a great movie. And like I said, like this, just the sci-fi elements, like of the near futuristic, or not even really futuristic. It's kind of it's sci-fi in the same way that like The Walking Dead is sci-fi.
Yeah.
Like it's set today, but it's with this kind of non-real world premise. And actually, a lot of the best sci-fi, a lot of my favorite sci-fi of all time, is stuff that does that. It's set in like our world today or very near future. Like I talked about Her, which is kind of a very near future thing. District 9, very near future thing, and probably one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. As far as I'm concerned, 2014 best sci-fi movie, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
I kind of goofed a little.
You done goofed up.
We talked about off camera that it's hard to kind of know where to put films sometimes.
Yeah.
So knowing this, I kind of got to throw in a few picks if you don't mind.
Sure, absolutely.
Because Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite sci-fi fantasy film.
Right.
But if...
Because that totally counts as sci-fi.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that would win.
Mm-hmm.
But if you wanted kind of like something that wasn't superhero-y, sci-fi... Dawn, I guess, should have been my pick, but I actually went with Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, totally.
Edge of Tomorrow, very, like you were saying, a surprise.
Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah.
That was
they didn't even know how to market the movie. They changed the title for the DVD, and then it's like, wow, you guys got this genius film with my girl Emily Blunt,
exactly,
and my boy Tom Cruise. I like Tom Cruise, but great. It was a great, Groundhog Day meets, I don't know, science fiction.
Yeah, it's like Groundhog Day meets Starship Troopers.
Yeah, it was a wonderful.
With a much better story than Starship Troopers, even though I really like Starship Troopers.
Troopers is class satire.
Watch Starship Troopers. Watch all of them. The last couple ones have been horrible, but especially the first one was fantastic.
Yeah, classic satire.
Right on. So I think what we'll do now is we'll move to the best drama film of 2014, and Tyler, we'll let you lead this one off.
Jeez, I gotta get this.
Again, furiously going through
Best
this.
drama.
Tyler came prepared.
I came to play. Best drama.
Just start singing a professional wrestling theme right on.
Calvary.
Just so wish I would have seen this before the end of the year, because I love Brendan Gleeson so much.
I mean, it was a funny movie. It had a very black comedy kind of running through it in ways, but I don't think you could deny, if you saw it, that it's more drama than anything. Just about, like, a priest who gets told that he's going to die. This person comes in to the confessional and is like, I'm going to kill you. And it just kind of, like, goes through the movie. Like, he doesn't go get the police or anything.
Right.
It's just, it was brilliant. And it was one of these movies that Critic was like, you're going to really like this. I was like, yeah, right. And then I kind of had it. I had it for months. I'm like, I should knock this one out. And then I'm like, whoa, why did I wait for this? Like, wait to watch this.
All right, Calvary. Like I said, yeah, I really wanted to see that just because of, like, the way you told me about, like, how the movie opens. And I was just like, I want to see this movie.
I first tasted semen when I was 7.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just like, what the fuck?
I really want to see, and Brendan Gleeson, obviously, is phenomenal. So I really wanted to see that. Unfortunately, didn't get around to it. One of the many films that you can find in the description to this video, what I like to call my list of shame. And those are the movies that I didn't get to see this year that I really wanted to see. My best drama of the year for 2014 was also my best cheater for 2014, which was Her. Her was the only movie that I watched this year that was, like, genuinely heartbreaking. And, like, because I remember just watching this and watching, like, the dynamic of I can't remember Joaquin Phoenix's character's name now anymore, unfortunately. But, like, his relationship with Samantha, who again was played by ScarJo, to see their relationship and the dynamics of their relationship change, even though Sam is an artificial intelligence, and, like, the way that she so strongly imitates humanity and is trying to learn about humanity, and, like, the revelation that, like, he's not the only one that she's communicating with. And it's just like, as the movie goes on, it's just like there's this sense of dread that builds and builds and builds and builds, and then it all just comes crashing down on you at one point in the movie, and it's just like, this movie is heartbreaking. I remember I recommended this movie to a friend of mine, Morgan, so shout out to Morgan, and she watched it, and she was just like, this movie is making me cry. Like, this is such an amazing movie. So Her is my favorite drama, best drama of 2014. And the last award in this video that we're going to give is the best comedy movie of 2014. I'm going to lead this one off. My best comedy for 2014 was The Lego Movie. No movie made me laugh more or harder this year than The Lego Movie. Guardians of the Galaxy was very close. As was, I believe, no, I was going to say Big Hero 6, but I think I just enjoyed that movie more than it flat out. There were really funny moments in it, but more than it, like...
The beginning bunch was very reliant on comedy, and then as the movie kind of went on, it mostly abandoned the comedy.
It did, yeah.
To become an action movie.
It's true. So, yeah, Lego Movie for sure, because the Lego Movie is just consistently funny throughout, right up until, probably the final 20 minutes or so. But just an uproar. Like, it's just so funny. If Kevin Smith would have released Clerks 3 this year, I'm sure that would have been my favorite comedy.
Yeah.
But probably
Spoilers for next year.
Our
favorite comedy the next
Clerks 3.
Clerks 3.
Yeah, there was no movie this year that made me laugh quite as hard as the Lego Movie. So that is my best comedy for 2014.
Mine, 22 Jump Street. I gotta be honest, like, I mean, I know there's only been 2, but I love these movies.
Yeah.
I think Hill and Tatum are glorious together.
They're really good together.
Like, their chemistry, like, if this was, like, a romance movie.
Yeah. Which it basically is.
Because it basically is.
It's a total bromance.
They did what a sequel should. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're gonna, like, cover the same type of territory. Only I think they went from high school to college or university.
Not only the same, pretty much the exact same territory.
Yeah. So
and they make fun of that.
And they ripped on it hard in a
Yeah.
smart, entertaining way. These
Absolutely.
are some of the best comedies going.
22 Jump is a movie that I didn't like as much as you did. I like the movies, and like you say, the kind of undeniable chemistry there between Jonah and Channing. I so much so that I'm at the point I don't even call him Muggles anymore.
No, I was talking to my little brother about this at the theater because Jupiter Ascending came on,
Right.
And I was like, I never had respect for Tatum, and then Jacob my brother was like, yeah, you used to call him Muggles. It's like, exactly, but now I got nothing but love for the guy.
Exactly.
Even like watching the trailer and the name's Jeff part.
Yeah.
That was so funny in the trailer. Even when I saw it after seeing the trailer like 5 times, when I saw that part of the movie, I still laughed. And that's become a meme.
Yeah.
Which I kind of am against a little bit because I don't want that scene to die, get watered down to shit memes.
Yeah.
But for now, it's funny as a meme.
Yeah. So that's it, folks. That's our sort of 5 genre film awards for this year. We awarded our best action, best drama, best comedy, best fantasy or sci-fi, as well as best cheater film of 2014. Come back on the next video, and we're going to be talking about our top 3 each favorite actors, actresses, and directors of 2014. We'll see you on the next video.